Time, 7 critical blouse mistakes that age you instantly. Your wardrobe holds a secret nobody talks about. Right now, sitting in your closet, are pieces that are working against you, not with you. They're making you look older, heavier, and less polished than you actually are. And the worst part? You probably don't even realize it. I'm Amelia, and welcome to Style Through Time, the channel where we celebrate fashion that honors every season of your life. Every single day, women just like you are standing in front of their mirrors, feeling frustrated because their clothes don't match the woman looking back at them. Something feels off, but they can't quite name it. Here's what I know after years of helping women transform their wardrobes. It's rarely about your body. It's about your clothes. And specifically, it's about your blouses. If you've ever felt like your outfits were holding you back instead of lifting you up, you're in the right place. Before we dive deeper, I'd love for you to subscribe to Style Through Time and ring that notification bell. This channel is all about practical style solutions that make getting dressed feel exciting again, and you won't want to miss what's coming next. Now, let's unlock the 7 blouse mistakes that might be secretly stealing your shine. Blouse mistake number 1. Choosing garments that overwhelm your frame with excess fabric. The first major mistake I see constantly is selecting blouses with far too much fabric. Many women believe this strategy works because they've heard it everywhere. Loose clothing hides what you'd rather conceal. Your midsection, your arms, the subtle shifts in your silhouette. Loose pieces supposedly solve all of this. But here's the reality nobody addresses directly. Blouses that hang too loosely don't hide your body. They do the opposite. They create the illusion of bulk and shapelessness. Instead of skimming gracefully across your frame, they drape like curtains that completely swallow your actual form. You disappear underneath the fabric. Now, I'm not saying flowy fabrics are wrong. Fluidity is genuinely beautiful. It creates movement, grace, and sophistication. The difference between flowy and oversized is everything. When a blouse is oversized, it looks borrowed from someone else's closet, unflattering and unintentional. The secret lies in finding pieces that work with your body, not against it. Search for blouses with gentle shaping details. Small darts positioned at the waist create definition. A hemline that curves precisely to your hip creates structure. Subtle pleats running down the back build shape without clinging to every contour. These tiny details make an enormous difference in how polished you appear. If you're already wearing blouses that feel roomy, don't despair. Simple solutions exist. Try a half tuck in the front. Just tucking one corner provides instant definition and polish. A delicate belt, not chunky or heavy, brings back your natural curves. Layer a cropped cardigan or tailored jacket over top, and suddenly your whole look transforms into something intentional and refined. Remember this principle. Your blouse should frame you beautifully, not consume you. When fabric skims your body and moves with your natural form, you become the focal point, not the clothing. That's what true style accomplishes. Blouse mistake number 2, wearing garments that bind or use restrictive fabrics. On the complete opposite end sits another incredibly common error, selecting blouses that fit far too snugly or are constructed from rigid materials that refuse to give. I understand why this happens. Sometimes we hope that a closer fit will create a slimmer appearance. Sometimes we're emotionally attached to styles we wore in younger years. But when buttons strain against the fabric, when seams dig into your shoulders, when the entire garment feels stiff and inflexible,
It doesn't flatter your body. It restricts your movement. And nothing looks stylish when you feel physically confined. Tight blouses actually amplify exactly what you're trying to minimize, whether it's softness around your midsection, fullness in your chest area, or fine lines across your back. Snug fabrics highlight everything rather than disguising it. Stiff materials like certain heavy cottons or synthetic polyesters with zero stretch create sharp, geometric lines that fight against your body's natural curves and softness. The result feels dated, uncomfortable, and honestly, unkind to yourself. What's the solution? Prioritize blouses made from fabrics that possess genuine ease and flexibility. Seek out soft cotton blends, pure silk, crepe, viscose, or materials with just enough stretch for comfort. These materials drape in a way that genuinely flatters. They skim your body instead of squeezing it, and they allow full movement without resistance. They breathe, they feel elegant, and they appear polished without becoming rigid or uncomfortable. Here's a practical tip for shopping. When you're in the dressing room, move your arms around deliberately, lift them overhead, reach across your body. If you feel any restriction when lifting, if the blouse pulls across your chest or shoulders, it's not the right choice for you. Clothing should never make you feel trapped or limited. Your garments should make you feel free to move, confident in your body, and graceful. Stop punishing yourself with tight, stiff blouses that make you miserable. Choose garments that flow with you instead. A blouse that drapes instead of clings will always appear more expensive, more contemporary, and genuinely more flattering to your frame. Blouse mistake number 3. Sticking with collar and neckline styles that feel outdated. Necklines and collars might seem like minor details, but they fundamentally change how your entire face and upper body appear. They can either open up your features or close them down. They can lengthen your neck or shorten it. They set the tone for your entire outfit. One of the biggest mistakes women make is holding on to outdated collar styles. Think about those oversized pointed collars from previous decades. Think about those extremely high necklines buttoned all the way up that cover everything. The problem is that these styles feel heavy and out of date. Large, sharp collars can overwhelm your facial features and make you look stern. A blouse buttoned completely to the top actually compresses your neck and draws attention downward instead of upward. Instead of appearing polished, this approach looks closed off and somewhat frumpy. It sends the message that you're not open to feeling good about yourself. The encouraging news is that modern alternatives exist that genuinely flatter and uplift. Soft V necklines are among the most universally flattering shapes available. They elongate your entire neck, naturally draw the eye upward toward your face, and add a touch of sophistication without revealing too much. Scoop necklines create a similar effect with a softer, more feminine quality. If you love the idea of a collar, try modern interpretations. A mandarin collar feels fresh and contemporary while maintaining sophistication. A collarless design offers modern elegance without any collar structure at all. Both options feel current and polished without looking costume-like. Here's something wonderful. An open neckline gives you room for meaningful accessories. A delicate necklace can draw attention upward. A strand of pearls adds classic elegance. A silk scarf creates personality and visual interest. These accessories enhance your overall look without competing with your blouse. If you consistently reach for the same old collared styles, I challenge you to try something with a modern neckline.
It's a small change that instantly makes you appear more current, more refined, and more vibrant. Your face will literally appear more open and approachable. When you share your transformation on your own style journey, others will notice the difference before you even mention what changed.
Blouse mistake number 4. Selecting prints that overwhelm your entire appearance. Prints can be fun, playful, and wonderfully expressive. But when they're excessive or too visually busy, they stop being flattering and start stealing all the attention from you. I regularly see women choosing oversized floral patterns, aggressive geometric designs, or intensely busy multicolored prints, hoping they add personality and youth to their look. Here's what actually happens. These bold prints completely take over your outfit. Unfortunately, they age you rather than enhancing your natural beauty. Large prints overwhelm your frame and pull focus away from your face. When someone's eye doesn't know where to settle, it gets stuck staring at the fabric instead of looking at you. If the colors in your print don't complement your skin tone, they drain your complexion and can make you look exhausted. But this doesn't mean you should abandon prints altogether. You absolutely shouldn't. The key is finding balance in your choices. Softer, smaller scale prints are almost always more flattering to mature skin and features. Think delicate dots, gentle stripes, subtle floral designs, or soft abstract patterns in muted color palettes. These add personality and interest without shouting for attention. If you genuinely love a bold print, make it work by pairing it with solid colored bottoms. A bold patterned blouse with simple solid pants or a skirt keeps the outfit balanced and intentional rather than visually chaotic. Color matters significantly too. Prints in rich jewel tones like sapphire blue, emerald green, or deep ruby red can brighten your skin and feel truly luxurious. Softer prints in gentle pastels or neutral shades create an airy, elegant feeling. If you want to experiment with trendier prints like animal patterns, choose them in subtle colorways rather than sharp, blocky versions. Remember this: your blouse should complement you, not compete with you for attention. When a print enhances rather than overwhelms, your natural beauty shines through clearly. That's what genuine style accomplishes.
Blouse mistake number 5. Wearing hemlines that extend too far down your body. Here's a styling principle that surprises many women. When your blouse reaches too far down, it can actually make your legs appear shorter and throw off the entire proportion of your outfit. I observe this mistake frequently. Women select tunic-length blouses that cover the hip area, extend over the thigh, and sometimes reach down to mid-thigh, believing this creates a slimming effect. But what actually happens is the eye gets pulled downward and your natural proportions get hidden. Instead of making you look longer and leaner, it boxes you in and makes you appear heavier or shorter than reality. This doesn't mean longer tops are completely wrong for you. It's all about where exactly that hemline lands on your body. The most flattering length for most blouses is right at your hip bone or just slightly below it. This length frames your torso while allowing your legs to be visible and beautiful, creating visual balance and elegance. If you're wearing a flowy blouse, that slightly shorter length keeps it feeling light and airy instead of overwhelming your frame. Do you love the tunic style? You can make it work beautifully. The secret is pairing longer blouses with slim-fitted bottoms like tailored trousers or straight-leg pants. That contrast between a longer top and a sleeker leg line restores visual balance to your entire outfit. You can also add a small tuck in the front. Stylists call this the French tuck,
to create the illusion of a defined waistline without losing the relaxed, effortless feeling. Belts work wonderfully too, particularly with longer blouses that have some flow. A delicate belt can define your waist and transform the blouse into a chic, modern look. Think about it this way. Clothing should highlight your body's natural lines and proportions, not hide them. A blouse that ends at exactly the right spot makes your legs look longer, your shape appear more balanced, and your entire outfit seem more intentional and put together. It's not about concealing yourself, it's about framing yourself beautifully and letting your true proportions shine through. Blouse mistake number 6. Ignoring how different sleeve styles change your entire look. Sleeves might seem insignificant, but they completely transform how a blouse looks and how confident you genuinely feel wearing it. One of the biggest errors I see women making is completely ignoring sleeve shape, instead settling for sleeves that are too tight, too puffy, or too short in ways that cut your arm off at unflattering angles. For example, sleeves that cling tightly to your upper arm draw focus exactly where you probably don't want attention. Conversely, extremely wide or excessively puffy sleeves can overwhelm your entire frame and make the blouse look theatrical instead of chic and refined. Even sleeve length creates dramatic differences. A sleeve that ends exactly at the widest part of your arm can actually make it look larger. A sleeve ending just below your elbow creates a much more graceful, elongating line. What works beautifully and flatters almost everyone? 3/4 length sleeves are universally flattering on mature women. They slim your arms, show just a bit of wrist, which is always elegant and sophisticated, and draw attention to one of the slimmest points of your entire body. Flutter sleeves or slightly draped sleeves can be absolutely lovely too, adding movement and dimension without adding bulk. If you prefer longer sleeves, search for ones with softness at the cuff, like a subtle gather or a small button detail, so they don't hang straight and rigid. Here's a helpful styling trick. If your blouse has sleeves that are too long, you can roll them neatly up to just below your elbow. This instantly makes the entire look feel lighter and gives you that effortless, polished feeling that modern women love. Even tying a tiny knot in a rolled sleeve can give your blouse a more contemporary touch and feel, intentional rather than accidental. Sleeves function like the frame around a painting. They can either distract from the beauty inside or enhance it tremendously. When you pay attention to sleeve style, your blouse doesn't just fit your body, it flatters it in the most graceful, intentional way possible.
Blouse mistake number 7, settling for low-quality fabric that doesn't serve you. Even the most beautiful cut, the most flattering color, or the most on-trend style can fall completely flat if the fabric itself isn't right. One of the most common mistakes women make is settling for materials that look inexpensive, feel stiff and uncomfortable, or simply don't drape beautifully on the body. Think about those shiny synthetic materials that cling in all the wrong spots, wrinkle within hours, or make you feel overheated and uncomfortable all day long. They don't enhance your outfit or make you feel good about yourself. Fabric is truly everything in fashion. High-quality materials don't just last longer. They move beautifully with you as you go through your day. They sit on your body in a way that feels effortless and natural. They instantly make an entire outfit appear more expensive and refined. When you're wearing the right fabric, you notice you don't have to fuss with your blouse constantly. It just falls into place naturally and beautifully. So what should you specifically look for when shopping? Natural and breathable fabrics are always excellent choices.
Cotton blends, especially soft weaves, feel comfortable and look polished. Linen feels crisp and elegant. Lightweight wool is timeless and versatile. For that extra touch of elegance, silk and crepe fabrics are wonderful because they skim your body rather than clinging to every curve. If you want something with a little stretch for comfort, look for fabrics that have just enough elastane to provide comfort without losing shape and structure. Texture creates a real difference too. A blouse with a subtle sheen, a gentle ribbed texture, or a soft matte finish can add dimension to your outfit without being over the top. Avoid overly shiny or plastic-like materials that reflect light harshly and feel outdated. Here's my golden rule about fabric. If it feels good against your skin and makes you feel comfortable, it will almost always look good on your body. When you prioritize quality over quantity and make thoughtful choices, every single blouse you own becomes something you genuinely want to wear. That's what creates a wardrobe that makes you feel stylish, confident, and beautiful at any age. So there you have it. 7 critical blouse mistakes that so many women make without even realizing the impact. The best part is every single mistake has a straightforward fix. When you start paying attention to these details, the transformation in how you look and feel is absolutely incredible. Remember this important truth. Style isn't about hiding yourself away. It's not about chasing every trend that appears on social media. Real style is about choosing pieces that honor your body, enhance your natural beauty, and make you feel genuinely confident from the moment you walk out your door. You've absolutely earned the right to dress in a way that lets you shine brightly. I promise you, when you stop settling for clothing that doesn't serve you and start intentionally curating pieces that truly elevate your entire look, you'll feel a shift in your wardrobe and in your mindset too. I want to encourage you today to take a genuine look at the blouses hanging in your closet. See which ones might be making these mistakes. Start gradually replacing them with better choices that align with these principles. This is how you level up your personal style. This is how you keep looking fresh, vibrant, and absolutely fabulous at 60, 70, 80, and beyond. If this video helped you understand blouse styling better, please give it a like. Subscribe to Style Through Time so you don't miss the style lessons coming next. We're building a community here of women who know that style has no age limit, and I genuinely love to have you be part of it. Drop a comment below and tell me which blouse mistake you've been guilty of or which tip you're most excited to try first. Sharing your style journey doesn't just inspire me. It inspires every other woman watching and reading. Your honesty creates a ripple effect of confidence. Share this video with a friend who needs to hear this message. Let's help more women feel beautiful in their clothes. Until next time, remember this simple truth. You are not too old to look amazing. It is absolutely never too late to level up your style and feel fantastic. Age with intentional style, my loves, because you deserve nothing less.